Hey, hello YouTube. How are you? Oh, by the way, I was checking whether you have subscribed to the video and liked the channel or not. Anyways, coming to the point. So the chemical in our body that decide one's future is dopamine, and in some cases it can be serotonin also. So what about dopamine and how does it affect our future? We will be talking in this video, and until then, shoot subscribe or I shoot you. Now.
Dopamine, a feel good hormone. Is it just a hormone? No. Do you really think that it's just a hormone which has some pretty basic functions? By the way, rather considering it as a hormone, I believe that it's director of our life. What a teen will be in his future, an engineer, an advocate, an entrepreneur, anything, any profession. And we can even consider some bad practices like being a terrorist is directly or indirectly controlled by the amount and the time of secretion of dopamine. Do you agree with this statement? Stay tuned for deeper discussion. In 1953, James Olds and Peter Miller conducted an experiment in McGill University. They had a rat. For every human experiment, rata, sick. By the way, I have molded this experiment into my way so that you can understand this whole experiment in a better way. What? Yes. At first, rats are kept in a cage, as usual. The cage contained two buttons, red and blue. Whenever rat pushes the red button, dopamine is stimulated into their brain. Actually, dopamine was stimulated artificially by technology, and whenever rat pushes blue button, dopamine was obstructed into their brain. And slowly, as the experiment moves on, we observe that the rat is addicted to the red button. He keeps on pressing it because he wants more dopamine, he wants more pleasure, and he wants to feel more good. Currently, it seems an obvious experiment, and many of you are thinking that it's a natural phenomena and it does not even need an experiment. But second part of this experiment will blow your mind. In second experiment, rat chosen was already very weak and was actually very hungry. And the blue button was replaced with cheese. At first glance, every human will think that rat will run towards the cheese, and so exactly happened. But before reaching cheese, he accidentally pushed the red button and boom! He stopped there. All his hungerness has gone and he enjoys pressing it. Now things are getting worse. Instead of eating something, rat is actually enjoying the red button because it's giving him dopamine, it's obvious. He only moved towards the food when he was near to die. Second part of the experiment seems interesting, but third part is even more creepier, and it actually explains a way to get rid of dopamine addiction. But before discussing that, let's see some obvious points. Whenever a normal human being, instead of practicing a particular act, gets addicted to it, the reason behind this is flood of dopamine. Dopamine is secreted in our brain majorly in two ways. One is flooding and the second is small amount. Maybe. Activities like smoking, drinking follows a flood secretion of dopamine, whereas activities like studying, drawing follow small amount of secretion of dopamine. Clearly, it can be seen that flood dopamine causing activities like smoking can easily take over anything, but that's not always the case, because key statement in preventing this event is
small मिलाते जा, large बनाते जा. Seagram's Royal.
Let me explain. During exam, when you solve first question, small amount of dopamine is secreted. When you solve the just next second question, small amount of dopamine is again secreted. And at the end of 5 questions, your brain has received a lot of dopamine, and he realizes that solving further question will give him more dopamine. So your brain gets motivated to do further, and you call it as your confidence is at peak. Now let's consider a flipped scenario. Your first 5 questions were difficult and you were unable to solve it, but you solved the other 5. Now mathematically, same amount of dopamine should be secreted into your brain, but your brain actually regrets for not getting dopamine for the first 5 questions. This lets your confidence down. Now let's discuss another point. I am from India and currently India is a developing country. People are realizing importance of other streams apart from core ones like engineering, medical, etc. and are motivating current youth to join further fields. These fields include content creation, business, etc. But almost everyone avoid including gaming. One reason can be that it is still considered as a practice of non-successful people, which is obviously not true. But guess what? Scientists believe that choosing gaming as a career is difficult because of a special pattern of dopamine secretion. Because of this so-called special pattern, people end up enjoying it rather focusing on making it as a career. So now let's include one more layman example. Whenever you click social media icons or listen to notification sound, dopamine is released. Hence, in absence of those, you actually end up checking your phone irrelevantly. In my case, flood of dopamine occur in my brain when anyone see grey color. Do you understand? No? Then shoot the red subscribe and make it grey. So again, summing up everything, now we are understanding a bit how dopamine is damaging our social and personal life and sometimes even success. So let's talk about some measures and cures. At first, let's talk about the third part of the rat experiment of 1953. In this experiment, weak rat was replaced by a fit and a healthy rat. New point observed was that the rat was once a kind of bored after some time as he was just spamming the button over and over. To understand this, here comes the role of dopamine receptors. When our brain receives dopamine in large quantity, its receptor kind of gets saturated after some time and demands more dopamine. And hence, dopamine receptors demand our brain to order our body to leave that activity since it do not gives him more dopamine. A level at which our dopamine receptors starts to saturate as it cannot sense a small amount of dopamine. The only method to cure the situation is dopamine detox. In order to understand dopamine detox, we first need to discuss a silly incident, or rather a point. Let's imagine you always have your dinner in a 5-star restaurant. You always order premium rice. But once you found that the restaurant was closed, then you need to eat a low quality rice. Some of you may eat that, but majority of you will try to shift to other meal. Rather than considering rice, you will consider to eat something else. But if you take this situation onto an island and you are starving from food for almost 3 to 4 days, then that small bowl of low quality rice will seem 7-star to you. The point explained behind actually explained the basic principle of dopamine detox, and I hope you all understood what it actually is.
No.
Alright, our body realizes importance of food when we are starving, irrespective of quality. Similarly, if we somehow starve our brain from dopamine, it will start realizing importance of small secretion of dopamine. That's the basic principle. Taking analogy of food again, we know that it is a must part of our life, but it is also important to fast. Fasting do not make us realize the importance of food but majorly help in cleaning the alimentary canal. But when we apply this analogy to dopamine, fasting helps us realize the importance of small amount of dopamine. In Indian culture, fasting from food is a holy act and is majorly done once or twice a week. Similarly, we can fast from dopamine by avoiding indulging in flood dopamine activities. Decide one day of a week at which you will not smoke, drink, play video games, watch movie, etc. Remember, do not try to compensate the fast by over-consuming these activities on rest of the days. This will cause negative effects. Scientists also believe that this fasting technique, when applied in a specific pattern, can make you rid of any addiction. This specific pattern is nothing but increasing the fast time from 1 day to an hour every couple of weeks. That means for the first week you fast for 24 hours. For the second week you also fast for the 24 hours. But for the third week you fast for 25, fourth 25, and then for 5th 26, 7th 26. And day by day, a day will come when you will actually get rid of that addiction. Researchers also mentioned that fasting for 24 hours for a serious addict is difficult. Hence, he can reward himself at the end of day for honest fasting, obviously. Remember the keyword, end of day. If you reward yourself at the start of day, your brain will consume flood of dopamine and it can't accept low dopamine rewarding works. I hope you are getting my point. Scientists and researchers also mentioned that dopamine fast should include a reward for those whose addiction is related to health issues like drug addicts and alcohol consumers. Many of you know that when drug addicts say sudden no to drugs, their body couldn't bear that sudden change and show them symptoms with a very extreme pain and sometimes extreme feeling of hotness and coldness. And for alcohol addicts, extreme stomachache. These rewards that addicts give to them at end of the day include activities which do not harm their body like playing video games, etc. Finally, we can say that dopamine detox is a success guaranteed technique to get rid of even small addictions. Currently, I am implementing this in my life because I am addicted to milk. So I threw away all milk from my refrigerator for dopamine detox, as you can well see it.
Sorry for that.
I think we have pretty much discussed everything that how a chemical can affect someone's future. Wait. Now discussing the last point. How a chemical decides your future. I know many of you have guessed it till now, but for those who don't, listen. When a child is born and he hits 10, many hormonal changes occur in his body and he also experiences many activities. But the particular activity which brain realizes that this activity is giving him the maximum amount of dopamine, his body gets addicted to that activity. It can be anything. It can be study, it can be football, it can be playing cricket, playing video games, watching TV, anything. The only thing is that the activity that give him the maximum amount of flood dopamine will actually make him addicted to it. And that's how a future of a child is decided. If the child realizes that playing football gives him maximum dopamine, he gets addicted to it and he can surely make his career in football. And whenever the brain realizes that studying gives him the maximum amount of dopamine, he may become a medic, an engineer, and an advocate, anything. That's how a chemical in a particular body decides a one's future. Isn't that strange? By the way, stay tuned to the last part of the video because the last statement of this video is the most creepiest statement ever in human life. Stay tuned. There are very serious but epic storylines present in the current world. These are so intense and inspiring that it can even change particular mindset in terms of thinking and deciding tautology. This channel will help you in perceiving those storylines with family-friendly streams. Currently I am studying game development, so you will also be entertained by these vlogs which I will upload after a couple of months. And as always,
Thanks for watching.
I am father of a child. He usually likes football, but I want to make him an engineer. I am a scientist and I will make a machine that actually stimulates the amount of dopamine in our brain, and whenever my child studies, I will activate that machine and more dopamine will be secreted in my child's brain so that he always studies and he do not indulge in that shitty activities like playing football and watching TV. My child will be the best child of this world.